Hey, this is Matt with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and it's Friday. It's October the 19th. It's early. It's only a little bit after 1 o'clock, but I got to get out of here early today, and so I want to get this done and over with so I can make sure I get it done today. Um, all I can say is, man, what a trend. And hopefully you can see that. It's fairly easy to see. You can see where all the entries were, all the touches of the pullbacks to the trend line. That's where they were all occurred all the way down through here. Um, Notice where the main reversals came, or the biggest corrections were once we had a touch of the trend channel. And here's another one going on down here now. And I keep thinking with these overshoots that we're going to eventually, and actually this might be more like that. So we may not have had an overshoot yet. I may have had my channel a little too tight. And looking at that now, I'm thinking that probably looks more like it. So I may have had my channel too tight. But until we get a break of this trend line and a retest of the low, there's no reason to be thinking about going long. And I can tell you the dollar is rallying like crazy today, and this is a direct result of that dollar rally. And why the dollar's rallying, I don't know. Don't really care. All that you need to know is that this thing is down. The trend's very evident. If you drew it off these first couple of swings up here in the overnight, I gave you the trend. You copy that and you copy that and drag it down, and you see there's your line across the bottom. And real easy to find, both lines. Actually, this line doesn't look like it's exactly the same. I'll tell you what, let's just delete that one, copy, paste, and drag the new one down. And there it is. Still looks the same. I don't know why the other one was off just a tad. But anyway, I'm thinking that's the range. I actually originally had it up here like so. And but I'm thinking now it's more like that right there, because you can see where the reversals happened each time. And unless we get a break of this trend line again, if we get another setup, you just about have to sell that thing again. And you know, by this point you should have made all your money if you found the trend and you were trading with the trend. I continually get emails about counter trend trades. People, you know, everything we talked about yesterday was for a range day. You don't want to be trying to buy lows on a trend day like this. The only place you could have bought these lows was when it touched the trend channel line on the other side. And even if you had it like this, like I originally did, notice it didn't touch here or here. It only touched right here, right here, and right here. And that's the only time you got a decent correction. But even then, it's probably wise not to be counter trend trading. Just that's what I would look for. These is where to exit these trades, and then look to re-enter when you get another chance, so you get a different entry. Or you just hang on all the way down, however you want to do it. But you can see where all the best shorts were right along this trend channel. I don't even have to talk about this. It's obvious. And then you see where the only two places that you got a real correction was right off the lower side of the trend channel. And it just doesn't get much easier to spot than that right there. And if you try buying the lows, this is the kind of stuff will happen to you. And I'm going to be honest with you. I tried to buy the low right, I believe it was right in here, because we started this little, I thought we were forming a wedge, and I got fooled. I think I had this drawn right across here. And when we broke lower right here, I tried to buy this, and it just cost me some money. Just, you know, just dumb. There's no reason to fade this trend. Just keep selling and hang on for dear life. So not only did I go long right there, I exited some good trades down through there. But you got a chance to redeem yourself here, and if you didn't redeem yourself here, you definitely could have here. So I don't know much else to say about it other than the fact that I do want to talk about the counter trend trading once again. You know, if you counter trend trade when the market is trending, you're just asking for trouble, just like I did right there, and it cost me some money. Um, but you know, like yesterday, this was a range day. It's a little bit harder to see right here without your lines. That's why I'm always telling you to draw your lines. But there was the lower side of that range right there, and you just bought on these pullbacks here or the breaks. You know, every time it made a new low or a new high or bounced off these lows, and if you just copy that and drag it up, and you see the highs up here, and we got a lot more chances to buy than we did sell. But here's the one break higher. That was the sell of the day. You could have ridden that all the way down all day long. And also, don't forget that even within these ranges, there are trend lines. And notice we broke the trend line there, made a new high. Coming down off that one, you broke the trend line there, made a new low. There's your trend line going up. You didn't get much of a chance on that one. Maybe it was more like this right here. And then you at least do get a little bit of a break right there. And actually, yeah, there's your retest. You broke below it. That's probably hard to see. You broke below that right there and then pulled back and tested it and then took off. But that's such a great fade up there regardless. And then you had your trend line coming down. There's your break and your move to a new low, and then it corrected. So it's there even in the short term. But boy, if we could get a day like if the market would trend like this day after day. I mean, you know, this is from where the market opened at 8:30, which I believe was right in here somewhere. From just say 48 to 28, that's a 20-point move, and just so far today. And we used to get a lot of these, and we just hadn't had many of them lately. But if it starts moving like that again, it could get better. And these are fairly easy days if you recognize them. But the problem is that, you know, now that we got the trend, Monday we'll come back to something like this, or just about the time you get used to something like this, then you go into a trend like this. And you know, I talked about trying to buy the highs and lows and how to use these dojis and stems and so forth. The only way, excuse me, I'm sorry, but if I get to talking, this cough is going to come back every time. But the only way you use that technique that I showed you yesterday with the stems was on these highs. You don't use it to buy the lows on a day like this. Make sure you understand this. On range days, you're looking to buy the lows and sell the highs. And occasionally there's some trades in the middle, but they're dangerous. On trend days, you're looking to only enter with a trend on pullbacks to the EMA and trend line. And when you get them both together, like down through here, they're really good moves. And the only reason I marked this move without it getting back to the EMA was you got two legs up, so that's a second entry short at the EMA. You had this little kind of double top. It's a failed break higher. But really there was a trap, and that's when you wanted to enter, was on the traps. Let me make that bigger, make sure you can see it. See that little doji, and then it ticked higher and then turned down, so you wanted to catch that trap. Just enough to get a scalp, and then of course it went higher again. And that's why I'm saying you're better off to wait for it to get to the trend line, especially when it just came off the lower side. So there was your better entry. And if you only caught one of these trades today, you should have made plenty of money. And most of them, you know, your runners were easily safe. Runners easily safe. On this particular one, your runners weren't safe. I think all of these, except for this one, came back and got your runner. But you just keep entering until, and you don't do like I do and try to go long right here or right here, because you will get burned, and you'll get burned quickly. So, but it's still, there were enough entries today to make plenty of money, and I hope everybody had a good day. I hope you had a good week. I'm going to wrap it up. It's Friday. I'm going to get out of here early today. Um, this is Mac with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and we'll see you next time.